They were our next-door neighbors for a very long time. The Whites always creeped me out, but Mrs. White would always call my mother in a rage, saying that I was putting on a show in my backyard. It wasn't really a show, it was just I was sunbathing in my one piece. It's prudish, basically, by today's standards, right? So my mother, the Italian woman that she is, has a very quick temper, so she told Mrs. White, well, my daughter could dance naked in our backyard if she wanted to, because it's our backyard, right? Well, Mrs. White didn't care for that, and of course I was actually really scared because, you know, just something unsettling about them. So of course my mother came home with a two-piece bathing suit. I tried arguing with my mother, but that never does anything good, and she kept saying, well, it is our backyard, right? You know, it's our own privacy. Yeah, she's correct, I guess. But same time, I was scared of the Whites. Just, they're very religious. I know like those religious type of nutty people can kind of be creepy. I mean, I know Mr. White died a while back. And he always would carry a .38 around with him, which is really frightening to think about. And I wasn't sure if Margaret still had it. Anything could happen with her. So, this one Saturday afternoon, I decided to finally sunbathe in my two-piece bathing suit that my mother had gotten me. I guess I had dozed off, which I never do. And I woke up, and I realized that when I had rolled over, my top had come undone. And I wasn't alone. Carrie was just standing over me, just looking down at my body. And so, you know, naturally I was like, hey, Carrie. And she's just standing, she goes, what are those? And I said, oh, well, these are my breasts. And she goes, well, I want some. And I was like, oh, well, Carrie, you have to wait at least 9 or 10 years before you get any. And she's like, I will never get them. And I was like, well, what do you mean? The story is that apparently Margaret had told her daughter, good girls don't have breasts. And I told Carrie, I was like, well, you know, Carrie, all girls have breasts. I mean, it's a natural, you know, part of being a girl. She just stared at me and she goes, no, Mommy said that they were bad. I guess she meant that a story that I've heard was that Margaret told Carrie that she had been bad when she made Carrie, so that is why she has breasts. You know what Margaret called breasts? She called them dirty pillows. I know, it's so freaking weird. So, Carrie is just staring at me still, not saying one word, and I felt bad because, you know, what am I to say? And all of a sudden, from the corner of my eye, I just saw Margaret. She was just in complete and insane rage. Margaret's face, it was as red as like a tomato. She was shaking, like she was like convulsing shake, like she was having a stroke. I really thought she was having a stroke. I looked back at Carrie and she's just motionless. Nothing, just a blank slate, just staring at her. And then she looks back at me. And this is what bothered me the most. She looks back at me with this dreadful, wanting, hating, fearing her mother probably, and misery, just misery. As if life itself had fallen on her like stones. All at the age of 3. I'm sorry, I'm not feeling well, so I'm gonna go. You got what you need, right? Alright. Bye.